Hey, I'm Justin.
And I'm Dave.
And we're here with Adrenaline Barbecue Company.
And today we're going to show you how to smoke a big pork butt.
I like
Stop
big butt.
it!
Come on, just once.
Just let the camera.
Okay. So today we're cooking pork butt, and I'm sure a question a lot of people are going to ask is it actually pork butt?
It's not the pig's butt, it's the pig's shoulder. And the shoulder does a lot of work, has a lot of connective tissue. You have to cook that connective tissue a long time, low and slow, to get it to break down. And you're rewarded with pulled pork.
I like pulled pork.
Pulled pork is awesome. It's also a great cook for a beginner because this cut of meat is very forgiving. If you have temperature fluctuations or other issues during the cook, it usually doesn't matter that much in the final result. You'll still have a great result. I said result twice, but that's what I meant, a great result.
So if you're gonna pick a good result pork butt, what do you look for?
I would go for a bone-in pork butt. They're usually more uniform, and therefore they cook more evenly. You don't have to do quite as much with them before you start cooking. Plan for a 6 to 10 pound hunk of meat and about 8 ounces per person that you're wanting to feed.
Okay. So once you get the meat home, what do you do to prep it?
So pork butts usually have a thick fat cap on one side, just a thick layer of fat. We're going to trim that off. It's going to give us better bark, which you'll see when we're done cooking. We're also going to apply salt for what is called a dry brine. You want to use a ½ teaspoon of kosher salt or a ¼ teaspoon of table salt per pound. That salt, over the 1 or 2 days that it's penetrating the meat, will go deep into the meat, and once it's in there, it holds on to the water, and then during the cooking process, you retain that water, and it gives you a much juicier result.
So do you have a specific rub that you recommend, or should they just buy off the shelf, or is there?
Yeah, so we salted the day or two prior to the cook, and we got all the salt on there that we need. All store-bought, or 99% of store-bought rubs have salt in them, so we're going to use our own special rub that we'll show on the screen here, and you can pause. If I'm making a funny face, do me a favor and don't take a screenshot and post it anywhere to social media. Like him. Anyway.
What? I've never done that.
Yeah, he's never done that. Anyway, so we have this special rub. It's really good. It has no salt in it, so you can combine it with the dry brine process. It's on the screen right now, and make this for yourself. It's not that hard. The other thing we have to do is coat the meat with oil, and that's just to help the rub adhere to the meat. We like to use extra virgin olive oil, but use whatever you like, whatever you have on hand. You can also use mustard or water if you'd rather. So anyway, coat the meat, a little bit of oil, apply the rub, and at that point it is pretty much ready to go.
All right, that sounds good. We'll see you guys out by the grill.
Okay, we've got our pork butt on. We're cooking low and slow. We're almost at our target temperature of 225. We're slowly heating up. You can see our smoke is thin white, which is what we're looking for. In the next 10 or 15 minutes, it should be thin blue. If you're curious on how to get everything set up for low and slow smoking, check out our rib video that we did a few months ago. It has a step-by-step in there. But to recap, we've got our charcoal, wood, and water in on the Slow N Sear on this side. We've got the pork butt over here with one probe measuring the temperature 2 inches away from the meat and level with the meat. We've got one probe in the meat in the deepest part, and we're using our smoke thermometer to monitor temperatures. And we'll just take a quick look. I'm not going to leave the lid open too long because I don't want to lose our heat. Alright, so we've got our charcoal on this side with our wood, our water slowly boiling, meat over there. We're good to go. We're going to let this go for 2 or 3 hours, and then we will check back in with you guys and see where we're at. We're about 4 hours into the cook. The meat's at 152 degrees and it's holding. We're basically in the stall. Now would be a good time to take a peek and see what's going on. Alright. So So the pork butt's got a nice color to it. It's taking smoke nicely. It's starting to sweat. You can see that. The water is a slow boil and it's almost gone. And we've got about half our charcoal left. We're not going to put any more water in at this time because the pork butt is in the stall, and that is going to sweat a lot of humidity and be all the humidity that we need in the cooker. We're going to increase our temperatures to 275 to push through the stall, and then once we're on the other side, it'll be time to check in again.
Okay, Dave, so we've been out here for 4.5 hours, and for the first 3 hours, the internal temperature of the meat was going up very steadily, and then over the last hour, it leveled out, and it's really gone up only about 5 degrees over the last hour and a half.
Yeah, crazy, right?
It is crazy. So what's going on there?
So I mentioned the word stall when we did our last peek under the hood to see how things were going. The stall is basically what you just said. It's when the meat stops heating up anymore, and it's caused by evaporative cooling. Once the meat reaches a certain temperature, liquid starts to sweat to the surface, and airflow within the pit causes that liquid to evaporate away from the meat. And when it does, it takes the heat away, and it prevents the meat from heating. So it's evaporative cooling. The way you get past that is either through time, and a lot of it, 5 or 6 hours, or you can increase your temperature and do what we call blow through the stall.
All right, so that's the stall.
Yeah. Hey folks, just checking in. We're about 7.5 hours into the cook. It's been about 3 hours since we saw you last. Pork butt's coming along nicely. It's at about 175 degrees. It's sitting over some beans that we put on the charcoal grate about an hour ago. They're catching drippings. It's going to be fantastic. We're getting ready to wrap it. We've got the bark that we're looking for. So we're going to take 2 layers of aluminum foil, just wrap it up really tight, put it back in, stick the probe back in, carry it up to 203 degrees, check it then for tenderness, and then it should be done. While we're doing all that, we've been cooking some cookies on the 26-inch kettle with the Slow N Sear XL and the Drippy Grill pan, and we'll give you a look at those. So everything's been going along great. It's been a great day. We've had a lot of fun cooking, and next time you see us, we'll be inside pulling some pork. That might be the best pulled pork I've ever had.
I think it really is. Like, this is really, really good. It's so tender.
We brought our A game today.
Yeah, we did. How long did it take?
11 hours.
Okay, 11 hours total. It's got the perfect. Wow. It's got the perfect amount of smoke. It's got a great smoke ring. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not.
It's not just the perfect amount. It's like the smoke is so clean. The flavor is so clean. It's smokehouse flavor.
And it's fall apart tender.
Yeah, fall apart.
And it's weird. It's been in the cooker for 11 hours. It's not the least bit dry.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need barbecue sauce.
Nope.
This was really good.
It's amazing.
That's awesome. I'm very excited about this.
There's a lot to be excited about.
Yeah. We gotta get done here. And,
okay.
Yeah.
You guys gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta eat.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed this and want to see more of our recipes, check out our website at abcbarbecue.com. Check out our brand new website,
abcbarbecue.com.
And remember, here at Adrenaline Barbecue Company, we didn't invent the kettle.
We perfected it.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.